Oh, shit. Caller, you're on the Troll Patrol. What's going on?
Hey, I was the person that you were debating on with Twitter. I figured I'd call you up.
Oh, what's going on, my friend? How are you?
I'm doing good. So, yeah, I just actually left you the same question on Twitter. I was just wondering how I was being dishonest.
Okay, so, like, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that person that I was arguing with on Twitter does not let me know who you are.
Oh, so I was saying, I was talking about, like, we were talking about Don Zinger, Assange, Snowden a little bit.
Okay, you're the dude.
I was talking about, yep, that's me.
Yeah, you're the dude that wouldn't watch my video where I'm like, I answered all of your questions in this video about third parties and everything.
I was at work. I just got out. I was at work,
fair.
and I was like, hey, I can't watch a video, but I can definitely argue with people on Twitter.
Fair enough. I totally understand. Okay, so the thing that I said in the video about third party is that the way that you build a third party is that you build it from the ground up, locally. Like I gave that person the example of I voted third party. I probably voted third party more than I've voted for a mainstream candidate in presidential elections in my lifetime. I'll use 2012 as an example. I voted for Gary Johnson. I'm in a red state. What I'm trying to do is help the Libertarian Party reach the 5% threshold in order to get matching funds, to be able to get ballot access and stuff. I don't agree with anything the Libertarian Party does. I think it's a very stupid party. But I voted for them because they're the strongest third party in the state that I was in. Obama was safe.
Yeah, I think that's a great start.
Okay, but like when you're talking about third parties like Andrew Yang or Jimmy Dore or something, those are grifts. Those are just meant to make Andrew Yang or Jimmy Dore more money. You know, I'm a huge fan of Ralph Nader. I think he is like in my top 10 when it comes to American heroes. However, if I had it to do over again, you know, maybe I wouldn't have supported Ralph. I mean, I voted for Kerry in 2024. I couldn't vote in 2000, and I was also stupid then and was president of the Young Republicans and campaigned for Bush.
Now, I have one question, because I completely agree with you when you say Andrew Yang is a grifter. I don't see Jimmy Dore as a grifter. I feel like
oh my God.
Pretty much. What do you mean? Like he's ever since his TYT days, he's been pretty straightforward. You know, he's like, I don't like war. That's his number one thing. He's just pretty much against our international, war hawk policy that we have, where we think a missile will fix any problem. And he's for, Medicare for all, which I think, or at least single payer, which I think is a great thing. I've never seen him you look at Dave Rubin.
Okay. Let's stop right there because I want to
call them grifters.
I want to bring something up that we talked about in Twitter because this actual policy, talking about whether Jimmy Dore is a grifter or not, isn't anything that that's a matter of opinion. But like we talk about actual policy, all right. So you say you like Medicare for all. I brought up because one of the things that I brought up when we were talking on Twitter was like Medicare can now negotiate prescription drug prices, and yes, you're correct that it's watered down. However, isn't that better than the alternative of what it was before?
Of course, but that's not the change. Like, if that's what you're gonna get Congress together for is to help with 35 different drugs, then I mean, yes, it's a good thing. It's a step in the right direction.
Yes.
But if that's what you're doing after everything that just happened with coronavirus and all of a sudden there's a attention to health and that
I understand your urgency. But I assume that you're pretty well educated. You seem like a well-read person. So you know that the founders literally set up this country to where it's supposed to move incredibly slow. That's just the way the mechanism is. So they
set it up in a world that doesn't exist anymore either.
I totally agree with you, but the only way to change it is to exercise power. So I'm not advocating for people to go out and just vote for Democrats. Just voting alone ain't gonna change fucking shit, especially the amount of change that we need. I'm telling my friends to move to little small podunk towns and take the fucking towns over, run for city council, run for the county government, to run for the local school boards, because that's what the fucking Proud Boys are doing. That's what the 3%ers and the Oath Keepers are doing all over the country. And it scares the fuck out of me. But I keep talking to people online that are focused on national elections where, like, we are minuscule. Man, me and you, we can't make a difference that much with our singular voice. As a collective, we can. So we have to build collectives, and collectives are built from the ground up. But now, if you get involved locally, you have a lot more power. You get to exercise power. And once we all get involved locally and we take over the local mechanisms, it goes upward. So I know it's frustrating, but like I can literally show you the history of how the nut jobs took over the Republican Party. You know, there's a reason why like a Republican now sounds completely different than Dwight fucking Eisenhower. Right?
Yeah.
But
yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's a wing of their party took it over, and it didn't happen overnight. They were considered the fucking nut jobs in the Nixon administration. It's the Pat Buchanan wing, the racist that put together the evangelical coalition, right? So that was the nut jobs. That was the nut jobs in the Nixon administration. But then they slowly took power over decades with the help of the Federalist Society, with the help of right-wing media. Fucking Rush Limbaugh in the 90s helped make it happen. So this is a slow process, and the thing that gets so upset with you guys is like you want results overnight. But if I want to flip it around to you like this, in the 20 years that I've been involved in politics, my God, have I ever pushed the Democratic Party left. They would have never. Socialism was a complete persona non grata 20 years ago, and now it's mainstream in the conversation.
Well, yeah, that's what McCarthyism did. It kind of like eliminated it from discussion for a couple decades. So, yeah.
And I helped bring it back. I helped bring it back. I helped push the Democratic Party back towards the left. I've done it in the last 20 years.
I don't know how we actually ran into each other on Twitter. I don't think I follow you or anything. I don't know who you are.
You were on Steven Crowder's fucking. You were commenting something on Steven fucking Crowder. That dumb shit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know what post he was talking about, but yeah.
I don't know. I'm always telling Steven Crowder how goddamn dumb he is.
Well, he has a lot of horrible takes, but just because someone has a lot of horrible takes does not mean that they're wrong about everything.
The fuck what kind of useless fucking statement is that, man? Like, dude, you need to go and learn like your fallacies. Just because they have a whole lot of dumb takes doesn't mean they're wrong about everything. You can say that about fucking anybody. That's useless.
But that's where Jimmy Dore comes in to say
Jimmy Dore's a fucking idiot.
Someone wants to work with me for Medicare for all.
Man, if I told you,
it doesn't matter.
If I told you something that Jimmy Dore said that was just so outlandishly dumb that how could you take him seriously after that? Would you shut up about Jimmy Dore? Would you admit that he's an idiot?
No, he said a lot of dumb
in 2016. In 2016.
You'll see him do like 8 times 4 or 8 times 2 and come up with 17.
In 2016, he scoffed. He scoffed at the notion that the Republicans would be able to appoint 3 Supreme Court justices. Scoffed at it. Said that there would be a better chance of the moon crashing down on Earth. Now, when somebody is that breathtakingly wrong,
well, I mean, that's
why would you ever give them even the benefit of a doubt? Especially when somebody like Sam Cedar was laughing at him in 2016.
Culture?
You what?
Wait, just so we're on the same page here, are you saying that if someone is wrong about something, and absolutely wrong about something, that we should just discredit them for the rest of their lives? Is that the position I'm hearing?
Yeah, like if somebody was wrong about the Iraq war, like all the war hawks that are on the network television, they shouldn't have jobs. If If you're that fucking astoundingly wrong, fucking get the fuck out. Yes.
I mean, yeah, but that's a far worse thing to be wrong about. If you're lying a country into war, as the media,
Jimmy Dore was wrong about something that got Roe v. Wade overturned, dude.
Yeah, but
would you prefer to live in a world? Would you prefer to live in a world where Roe v. Wade was still a thing or not a thing?
You know, like personally, I think, like, I'm a religious person, so I'm not for abortion, but I also don't think that my religious beliefs should be imposed on someone, because
that doesn't
I don't have that kind of hubris.
Okay, so that's Roe v. Wade. Okay, like Roe v. Wade, like you're for Roe v. Wade. Say that fucking line.
No, I'm not, but it doesn't bother me.
You're trying to tell me that you're pro-choice. That's what you can't mouth the words.
I'm pro-choice. Yeah, I'm pro-choice.
No, it's none of your business. You believe in a free fucking country, and it's none of your business. It's none of your business the medical decisions another woman makes with a doctor.
Where they're coming from. It's not like they're controlling women's bodies. All they're saying.
Yes, it is.
That the baby or the fetus should also be protected by the country.
No,
that's their stance.
No, and that is complete. Like, do you know the legal reasoning behind Roe v. Wade?
Oh no! Like I said, it's not a particular thing that I'm passionate about in politics. Like overall, like.
But why have an opinion on it then? If you don't even know the legal reasoning of why the law exists.
You literally asked me, and I told you that I'm very impartial to that particular law.
Being impartial to the law is silly to me. That's weird.
I think it was a stupid move by Republicans. They kind of like they were going to sweep, and then now this kind of made it a close election. And I don't know about sweep. Theory in me was I think Mitch McConnell kind of orchestrated it, because he even said, like, we don't have a plan to get anything done once we take power, because Republicans don't have any policy positions, if you've noticed. They're all about kind of blocking things.
They're just fascists.
That's their thing.
They're tax cuts. If they get in power, they'll do another tax cut. They'll throw some money to their buddies and shit.
That's true.
And you don't get
both parties favor corporate giveaways. They both.
Yeah, but you don't get Medicare negotiating for prescription drug price. Like, dude, as somebody who watches like committee hearings and shit, I would much rather have Democrats in power than Republicans. Please, for the love of...
You're right. But if you want to, me as a person, you're right. I'm kind of like naive and kind of like hopeful. I don't want to live in a country where the option is this or this. I want options like actually a party that represents the things.
Well, I have a prescription for that. Did you not just hear that?
Yeah, I mean, you're correct, but that's not going to happen in my lifetime, you know? Like, I mean, my kid, your plan is true, but I feel like we can hit it at both ends. Like, why not burn the candle at both ends? Yes, go for the local and all that, but don't just give up on the national and, like...
I don't. No.
The House races are pretty local. Like, there's so many congressmen.
The thing that I get so upset about people like yourself is you seem to focus more on the general election, but like right now is the time where I exercise power in what we're getting ready to ramp up into the primary season. That's where you actually have power to go and be a part of your local caucus and shit. Because like once it gets to the general election, like it's two choices, right? But you actually have some power you can exercise during the primaries. So like fucking get involved in the primary in whatever party you feel most comfortable with. If you have a thriving libertarian party, go be a part of it. You got a thriving Green Party, Workers' Family, DSA, whatever is the most thriving party wherever you are, go get involved with it, please. I'm down with that.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like we disagree on a lot. You're just a little like more.
And why were you like trying to argue with it? Did you call me nihilistic?
No, you tried. I mean, not nihilistic, narcissistic. Like you're being kind of like negative, like there's no hope type of thing.
How am I being negative like there's no hope? I explained how you can actually
we have to go local and small and like not go for the gusto, basically. You're kind of like, like saying don't bother, like with that, just focus on this.
No. I'm saying by the time most people focus on the presidential election, you have no power anymore.
Oh, I'm not
Like
I'm not talking about the
most
presidential-
people
I'm
don't
talking
tune
about
in until the president. Most people don't tune in the presidential election until like the summer before the candidates have already fucking been picked.
Yeah, I mean, you're right about that. And then how do you feel about the way they keep cheating Bernie? Like, that's like another thing. Like, the Democratic Party is not democratic.
I don't
They
like
are
the
not
way
letting-
I don't like the way you said that. And yes, you're correct. It's not democratic.
They are literally picking a person and saying, this is who you vote for. Or
They
else you're
control the
racist.
party apparatus, and I said it leading into 2020. We have to overwhelm them. We can't just win it by
But they
a
have
by a
super
by a
delegates or
hair.
whatever the hell
We have to
that
overwhelm
is.
them.
It's just important people that opinion matters as much as like 10 million other people. It's kind of crazy. It's like, so it's not. It's like
So
a
we have to
complete
overwhelm them and change it. It's like people like you are like you try to divide us. It seems
But
like
that
I'm trying to
doesn't
tell you
happen.
the
Like,
the
look what
winning
happened to the squad.
strategy.
Yeah, but look at the squad. We tried that. Like, we tried what you said.
Yeah, you kept saying
We're like,
my
we're better
girl
than-
AOC. What does that fucking
Yeah.
mean, dude?
Like that. That's like the progressive freaking start of the Democratic Party right now, right? That's like Bernie's about to, he's almost done. Who do you think's going to take over? It's going to be AOC. If not her, then someone worse like Pramila Jayapal. Like, either way, you're going to get a fucking scumbag.
Or Rashida
that
Tlaib, or
pretends
Ilhan Omar, or Katie Porter, or Jamal Bowman, or Cory Bush, or dude, like I can fucking name all kinds of like politics. Like you calling her my girl
They're all-
fucks with me, man. She's a politician. What do you mean, my girl?
Oh, I was just saying how.
Also, she's not my congressman.
Yeah, but do you support what she's doing?
Yeah, she's an
Excuse
effective
me.
politician, but she's not my congressman. So like, it doesn't really matter to me.
I mean, I just think that like.
Why is
when we tried
AOC?
doing
Why
your
is
policy-
AOC an issue? Does she represent you?
I mean, I'm from New York, so kind of.
But no.
not
Does she
everything.
represent? Do you live in her fucking district?
No,
Then why do you care? Why are you bringing up AOC?
because she's supposed to be fighting, propped up.
She's
on
fighting
media
for
and
her
everywhere.
district.
I mean, that's not how it works. She votes. on
No,
national
that's exactly
policy.
how it works. A
But she's
congressman represents
fighting-
their district. You don't know what her district is telling her. You're not her constituent. Why are you criticizing AOC?
So
Who's
if I
your
was,
congressman
like, I honestly
or
don't know.
congressperson?
I don't know.
You
I-
don't
I-
even
I looked
fucking
him up
know. You don't
Well, he's
even
not
fucking
famous.
know. That's the
Yeah.
person you criticize, dude. Do you realize how
Oh, yeah.
fucking ignorant you are?
Well, I was actually even thinking about running against him just to, point fingers, because I looked at his voting record. It's horrible. But I don't know what his name is right now.
Okay, fair enough, and run against him.
He's a Democrat.
Please run against him.
Yeah, I'm just
Please,
kind of worried,
I encourage it.
I don't
I
know.
love
Like, I have a
democracy,
good life.
man. I
don't
want
wanna-
more democracy. I want to expand democracy.
Well, the thing is, politics is so dirty, so it kind of keeps people like me from running. Like, I don't want to go through that, put my family through that. Like, I'm a married man. Like, thinking about starting up a family, having a kid here. I don't want to jump.
All
into
I'm
this
hearing
freaking
from
cesspool.
I'm giving you solutions, and all I'm hearing from you are excuses. And you tried to call me out on the Twitter, man.
Well, I mean, just because I don't want to run for office doesn't mean that my opinions don't matter.
I didn't say your opinions didn't matter. You got a real bad habit of this, man. Of like,
Well, you're kind of dismissing me, oh, if you're mad, go do something about it. There's your congressman. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But
yeah, because
at the same time-
arguing about AOC is what they do on the YouTube, and all they're doing that for is for clicks and shit, man. Jimmy Dore attacks AOC just for fucking clicks, man, and it gets idiots riled up. Don't be an
I
idiot,
don't
dude.
think
But, if you
if
want
you
to,
look at
if
his
you want to
videos-
consume political content that enlightens you, don't consume political content that just
But it seems
it's
like
just there
Jimmy's
to rile
right
you
about
up.
everything, and everyone agrees.
Jimmy's
a
not
year or
right
two
about
later.
fucking anything, dude. Jimmy Dore is a
What about
fucking
force the vote?
idiot.
You don't think force the vote was a good idea?
No,
Why? Because I haven't heard of a
man,
serious
I'm not
good
fucking
reason.
litigated. You want to talk about force the vote? Go listen to the Sam Cedar fucking video where
That
he
guy's
talks
a
about
hack.
force. How is Sam Cedar a hack? And Sam Cedar's
you
a
see
hack
his
to you
debate?
because he's like me. He's telling you actual solutions and you don't want to hear it. You'd just rather bitch.
Have you seen his debate with Jackson Hinkle? I used to take him somewhat seriously, but after I saw
Oh my
his debate
God, you like
Hinkle,
Jackson Hinkle.
I mean, I think he's a little bit of a
He's a
rooting for
fucking
Russia a little bit.
idiot,
I
dude.
don't.
Man, get
Yeah,
off
I mean,
the
he's kind of
YouTube
an
person,
idiot.
please. Please.
No, I mean, no,
turn.
First
Man,
of all,
no.
like I
Turn
said,
off the
I don't
YouTube
discredit
personalities
people.
and read. Other than me, watch my show, please. Turn off the YouTube personalities and read a fucking book.
I don't like to read, man.
I can tell.
Yeah, I mean, but
If you were well read, you wouldn't fall for the bullshit from Jackson Hinkle and Jimmy Dore and idiot ass idiots like that.
But aren't you jumping to conclusions?
No.
I didn't fall for
No.
anything. But if you look
No.
at the debate between Sam Cedar and Jackson Hinkle and walk away thinking that Sam Cedar looks like anything but a hack, then
I thought
mean,
Jackson
I
Hinkle looked like a
encourage you to watch
dumb
that debate.
fuck.
I mean, just watch the debate. He had no answers. Like, he really didn't. And he
No,
just
no,
ended up saying, I
no,
don't
no,
care,
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
care, I don't
no,
care.
no, no, no.
It was weird.
If you know about logic and reasoning, you would know that Jackson Hinkle kept committing what is called fallacious reasoning over and over again, just like you are. And Sam was just exacerbated with him, kind of like I am right now.
Yeah, I mean, you say things like, I don't know what fallacious reasoning is. It sounds a little
I
bit
know.
like you're saying
I'm
that
well
not
aware.
straight logic. But
Apparently, Voosh got Hinkle. Apparently, Voosh put Hinkle down as well. I like fucking.
Oh yeah, he did. He embarrassed the fuck out of him. He definitely did.
I mean, just like stop
And
getting
that's
your.
rare because Walsh is also a hack for the most part, but he did destroy.
Vosh
Jackson
been super
Hinkle.
cool to me. Vosh has been super cool to me. That's all. I don't know anything about his politics.
That's that personal bias or whatever. But yeah, he's kind of. I mean, here's the thing. My problem is, and this is really the problem with this country. If you're on one side, you never say anything bad about that side, and you only say bad things about the other side, and you completely ignore your side, and that's why no side gets taken seriously by the other side, because it's like, yeah, but what about this? And what? Like, if you want to prosecute Trump, no, wait, but
No.
Trump,
Stop. We'll come back to Trump here in
Hillary?
just a second. So hold on. What you just did was a logical fallacy known as a hasty generalization. You said everybody does this, but you were literally on a stream that proves you wrong. And if you were here before,
yeah,
like
but you don't
called
have the
it,
viewership. Jimmy's the only one I see with viewership that criticizes both parties.
Sam
one
Cedar
that's doing
criticizes
that.
parties all the fucking Young Turks criticize the Democratic Party all the time. I think you just hear what you want to
barely.
hear.
Well, they criticize him. You're right. Like, they do a little bit, but
Oh my God!
like you're right. They like after the fact, but they have no action.
You want to talk about someone who doesn't criticize the other? Fucking Jackson Hinkle, even though he's supposed to be nominally on the left, never fucking criticizes the right for some reason. Why is that?
Oh,
Jimmy Dore, who's
like I
supposed
said,
to be
I'm not a
nominally
Jackson
on the
Hinkle fan.
left, never criticizes the right for some reason. Why is that? Why is it that these positions that centrists or the dumb left, as they've been labeled, why is it that all the positions that they seem to take always benefit right-wingers?
Jimmy Dore always says that the Republicans are far worse on pretty much everything. That's his stance. Like, he's just like,
Okay. If you spend, hold on, shut up. If you spend your entire show talking about Democrats and then at the end you put an addendum, but the Republicans are far worse. That's propaganda. You realize that, right? That you're doing like a little sleight of hand in order to be you see, I'm criticizing both. But no. He's spending his show talking specifically about the left and his issues with the left.
because they're the ones that he's donated money to. They're the ones that he supported. So, like, this is what he's saying. He's like, Republicans will stab you in the front, but it's the Democrats that stab you in the back. And, like, that's the thing. Republicans tell you what they're about. They're like, look, we don't want to help the people. We want what we think. And they're principled in this sense. They say it. They're like, look,
Hold on,
We think we believe in
rewind.
trickle-down economics. No, man, let me talk. You know, you've been on a little thing.
No. Well, it's my show, no. But like you saying,
okay.
you saying that little thing about Republicans will stab you in the front and the Democrats will stab you. That's just like a bumper sticker slogan. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but it's not something you'll find on a right-winger's car.
What does that have to do with winning and exercising power? That's what I care. Like, I don't spend my time in this, like, drama like Jimmy Dore wants to cause drama to keep you riled up. I'm over here talking about facts and how to actually win and exercise power.
The populace is good as long as they're riled up for the right things. Like, that's what you want.
Are you riled up for the right thing? Jimmy Dore has you attacking me and AOC. Are me and AOC your enemies, you dumb fuck?
Well, AOC has voted for bombing Palestinians.
She's not your fucking congressperson.
So you're saying the people in our district want to bomb Palestine?
Oh my God. First of all, you're being very intellectually dishonest with that. What specific bill did she vote for that said we're going to bomb Palestine?
I mean, it wasn't exactly. It was the Iron Dome.
Yeah. It was just the squad was the ones that held up the Iron Dome funding. Yeah, to get some concessions too, weren't they?
I mean,
there was something that was going to pass anyway because AIPAC runs our politics. And how is you bitching about AOC doing anything to stop that?
She could have.
How is that taking on AIPAC? Are you doing anything to stop AIPAC? Or are you just bitching about a woman politician just because Jimmy Dore told you to?
I mean, I think Citizens United is a horrible thing, and Democrats support it.
Did you say Citizens United?
Yeah, we're talking about a
You think right? Democrats support Citizens United?
Why didn't they remove it when they had a supermajority and Obama was president?
I don't think the case had happened yet. The ruling was like in 2012. Democrats had a supermajority in 2009. Now, granted, they could have done campaign finance reform, but they did.
Not say one way or the other.
But they did health care. Yeah, you don't really know what you're talking about. My thing.
Well, you don't know either. I'm just.
Yes, I do.
I'm not going to argue with you.
I've been in the news business for 20 years. I like the fucking.
Yeah, but you said I think.
Somebody, the Citizens United ruling was what? 2011, 2012? Chat, back me up on that one.
I can look it up. Let's look.
But the Democrats had a supermajority in 2009.
Oh, Citizens United.
So, like, still implicitly is weird.
2009 and 2010.
So Citizens United was in 2010. So they had the supermajority in 2009. And Citizens United was 2010 is what you're saying.
Yeah, they could have stopped it in 2009. They didn't, and then it got passed.
They could have stopped something that hadn't happened yet. What do you think Citizens United is?
It basically allows corporations to give money as if they were private citizens.
You're aware it's the repeal of a law, right?
No, I wasn't aware of that.
It was the repeal of a case. Well, that's what court. The Supreme Court reviews laws, and they decide if laws.
If Democrats ran on, I want to overturn Citizens United. I want to do single payer.
Man. If you don't even know the basics of how our country works, why do you have such a strong opinion? Like, the Supreme Court reviews laws.
I think you would be very shocked to find out that
the Citizens United case.
The population will know the things that you.
I'm not surprised. I am not fucking surprised at all, dude. I do this for a living. I'm not fucking surprised at all. The vast majority of Americans are fucking dumb, and they have no clue what they're talking about. But yet they want to have really strong opinions.
Everyone does it for a living, but they're still going to have opinions based on.
They've got really strong. I wish people wouldn't have such strong opinions on shit that they don't know about.
Well, I mean, I don't need to know exactly what Citizens
If you don't know how our government functions, why do you have? I don't have opinions on F1 fucking racers, dude, because I have no clue how to build a fucking open wheel car.
Okay. So are you saying that there's no one
I would not
with a
go into
political
an
mind that
F1
could-
garage and tell them how to do their shit. But man, people love to tell me what for when it comes to politics.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like you're bending a little bit, but yeah, I mean, I disagree with you on a couple things. I mean, policy-wise, I think we're kind of similar. However,
Then why
as far
don't
as
you?
getting
Why
it
don't
done-
you? Why don't you fucking join with me then, dude? I need people. I keep saying I gotta overwhelm the system. You gotta have an
join with you how? Like, what do you want me to do? I'm confused.
Get involved locally, and that doesn't mean running for office. That you support a candidate. Okay, like, so I'm a media person. Like, I make all my graphics and shit. Every fucking campaign season, I tell people, if you want to run for office, I will do your campaign materials for you. I will help you make videos. I will help you do all that free of charge because I want my friends to run for office. So that is how I help locally.
That's a great thing to do. You're right. I should go knock on doors for people or something else like that. When,
If you have that ability,
candidate
if you don't have
locally.
the ability to knock on doors, if you have anxiety and you can't talk to people on the phone bank, there are other ways you can get creative to be able to help people, or just straight up fucking cash. Put cash in the hands of small organizations because goddamn do they need it.
Yeah,
But
I think
man,
you're right on that.
bitching about AOC and talking about how Biden is not far enough left for you doesn't get anything done, man. We don't have power on the national level. We can't exercise power like that because, like, you're
Well, I
only one of
disagree.
300.
I mean, if you look at the national discourse, it's gone way to the left over the last few years. Over a lot of people, you know.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm sure you played your part in that. Thank you.
And it's
for,
by
you
being
know.
a part of the Democratic Party, not by like just being like, well, I don't want
Yeah,
to
but they're kind of
participate.
giving crumbs. I mean, but they haven't done anything if you look at it. I mean,
But
now
they
we're
have.
talking
I
about
can
these
name
things,
several things
but they're
that.
not getting passed.
You got
No,
cut
man,
off,
we're
my
still
friend.
Doing war. What's that?
Oh my god. Oh my god. You got cut off. The chat cut you off. They're tired of the call.
All right, no problem.
I think we had a very
take care.
productive call, man. I appreciate you calling in and being a good sport.
No problem. Take care.
Have a great night. I guess you guys like that I put that in there, don't you? Why do they like Jimmy Dore so much?